Hello, and welcome back to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're very well. So this is going to be a love reading for my dear Virgos. This is a general love reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, but I do hope that you find it useful and it does resonate, or it's enjoyable at least. I would say take what does resonate and leave what doesn't for somebody else. And this is a timeless message, so it's for whenever you come across it. All right. I'm going to start by getting some general messages for you, Virgo, what might be going on in your love life right now, what might be coming towards you, and then we'll go into a spread about you and the person you have on your mind whilst watching this video. So, for my dear Virgos, please, can I get some messages for Virgo in love? What do we need to know for my Virgos? Okay. Oh, Queen of Pentacles, straight away, that's your energy, Virgo, but let's see what else. All right. What else for Virgo, please? All right. One more, I think. Thank you. Oh, interesting. So, Virgo, we've got, other than the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Magician. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Fool, which is, okay. So this just split and to show, and the cards wanted to also reveal the Two of Wands, and underneath the Fool was the Two of Cups. So it's interesting because with two queens in the initial energy here, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, two quite different energies. The Queen of Pentacles is a grounded energy. It's very stable, nurturing. It's someone who's in something for the long term. And the Queen of Wands is a far more passionate, impulsive, action-taking, no prisoners taking kind of energy. So it is, I was wondering if there might be someone who has a choice here between two, and we did see the Two of Wands. But let's see, this could all just be one energy, someone who is making dynamic moves about their stability, or they feel stable enough to really go for something. Because with this Page of Wands energy as well, this is kind of it's not just impulsive, I'm getting, it's which is also an energy of the Fool, you know, taking a leap towards something. And this sounds silly, but I've just noticed how both Queens and this Page are all like smiling, which I'm getting this real sense with the Magician as well, of confidence in a choice. It could be with that Two of Wands, it's just someone, whether it's you or someone you're dealing with here, Virgo, who has been has had some sort of choice presented to them, and they're now at a place of confidently choosing one way over the other. Someone feels like they have the ability to go for something, to make something happen, and it's a very kind of joyful energy as well. So beautiful. Let's carry on and get some clarification. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here for Virgo, please? Why the Queen of Pentacles? Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords that came out to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. So the Seven of Swords is an energy of deception and can certainly be of being caught out, especially in this deck. This is someone kind of who has been, like, their true side or their true intentions have been revealed. I'm even like drawn to it. This could have been someone who was a little bit two-faced, kind of saying one thing to the, you know, to someone, and then to other people, you know, saying very different, like talking about that person behind their back in a very sly way, kind of trying to manipulate people is what I'm getting, and also recklessly doing things in a very harmful way, but really not thinking it through. And it's interesting because we've got Judgment at the bottom of the deck with that. So it could be that someone has been found out, as I said, and their judgment day is here. It's maybe that you've recently discovered that someone was, could have even been like giving you shady advice, in that they were acting like they were someone you could really rely on and their advice was in your best interest, but actually they were telling you that for their own gain or for their own entertainment is also what I'm getting here. But if that is the case, so that could have been something here where you were hesitant about going towards something because maybe someone was in your ear kind of telling you deception in some way or another about the choice. But it's almost like this has been found out. There's been a moment of judgment here where it's almost like you could be casting judgment on this person, and now you feel far more free to actually pursue something. What is the Seven of Swords? Can you tell me about this, any more about this deception, please? The Moon. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Strength cards. So there's Leo and Pisces energy here. But the Moon is funny because the Moon is, if you see on this card, there's these two little Tanuki characters on each side. And one of them is looking at the reflection of the mirror in the water, the moon in the water, sorry, which is distorted. And the other Tanuki is looking up at the real moon. And the moon in card can talk about not being sure whether to continue down this path, fears, what could be hidden that you don't know about, not knowing whether you're seeing a situation clearly or not. It's kind of casting, I'm getting a sense that someone may have, as I said, cast doubt or cast fears into your mind, maybe Virgo, to tell you that, you don't know the full story about something, you don't want to go for that, you don't want to pursue this because, and kind of making you see a distorted reality of something. And at the bottom of the deck with the Strength card, that is about courage, about strength to even overcome a difficult situation. It could have been even, say if there was someone in your love life that, but they could be going through something that you wanted to help them with, and the two of you could overcome a difficult situation together, stronger. It's almost like someone may have been in your ear telling you things about this person that they had, really casting doubt into your mind, like, oh no, you don't know, oh, they've got such a terrible past, oh, they've got this and this bad habits, oh no, kind of thing, and making you see things in a distorted way. So let's carry on. Why is the Page of Wands here, please? If that is the case, I feel like you found this person out was being dishonest to you, and now you may well be rushing to joyfully go towards somebody maybe you were holding back from. Why is the Page of Wands here, please? The Star and Justice. Wow, a lot of major arcana. So a card of Aquarius and Libra here. So this is the Star is energy of hope, of optimism, of again, this is talking about when a situation could feel really dark and hopeless, and it couldn't get much worse. Like, is there even a point having hope in this situation at this point? But you still have hope, even in the darkest time, that things will improve, things will get better. With this Justice card here, it is almost that there is something that was not being done fairly. It could have been to you, but it could have been to the whole situation in general, that this situation was out of balance because maybe of other people's involvement, possibly, or maybe just a distortion of the truth. Because the Justice card, with that sword pointing up, is truth, and not truth depending on people's opinion or different biases. It is an objective truth. I don't know why I had to say that, but it just felt necessary. So it's almost like when you clear away all the noise, this situation, there is still hope. I think that's maybe how you're feeling now, Virgo, that there is still a possibility, and you've kind of been keeping the faith very quietly in the background, maybe, and now it's almost like that faith you were like, I was right to remain hopeful. So it could even be communication coming towards you as well with that Page of Wands, but I got the sense that this was your energy reaching out to someone, but it could be the other way around. Why is the Queen of Wands here, please, for Virgo? Why the Queen of Wands? Thank you. Yeah, Six of Wands, and look at that, the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, Gemini energy. But this is victory, and it's a victory in a strong love connection. what I am kind of seeing very positive energy here. As I said, this is more, you know, again, she's smiling on this card. She is a victor of many battles. I want to say here, this is not just someone who's come through one challenge. This is someone who's come through many different challenges. It could have been with lots of different people, or just over, you know, a course of a period of time, and you're coming out of it a victor. Suddenly there's this energy of, I can do this. I have, you know, I've been through difficult things before. I can overcome any challenge in this situation as well. There's a real strong sense of self-confidence, and it is reinvigorating a connection where the two of you maybe have always, even if there's been issues, there's been challenges, the connection has always been there, I want to say, with this Lovers card. But and this is depicting Beauty and the Beast. So if you're resonating with this Queen of Pentacles kind of energy here, then it could be that someone was really painting your person as a beast, as I was kind of saying, like making them out to be a problem or a red flag that you didn't want to go near. And it's, yeah, that's changing now. Why is the Magician here, please, for Virgo? Why is the Magician here? The Devil. Wow, more Major Arcana. And this is Capricorn as Major Arcana here. With the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it's interesting because the Devil here is it's a toxic energy, yes, but it's an energy of manipulation, especially tied to the Magician. This could have been someone trying to, I mean, the Magician is, if you think of a literal magician, it's someone who creates illusion, who does tricks, who makes you see things that, you know, a sleight of hand kind of thing. And the Devil here is like someone who kept your focus, kept your attention on them, on the possibly even telling you that there would be a lot of destruction or upheaval in your life if you were to go towards someone, or if you were trying to make a love connection work. They were really kind of holding your gaze, but in their illusion as well. So it's a couple of things in that Magician card. I still get the sense that what I was saying before about your confidence to actually is suddenly blossoming. But I think as it's a message also here with the Devil, I almost get the sense that now you feel like you have the ability, Virgo, to overcome, maybe if even your person does have some sort of vice. It could be an addiction of some sort, or something, some bad habits potentially. It's almost like now you feel like you have a solution, but that Devil energy has meant that you felt like you couldn't communicate, that you've been you have tied yourself up in knots effectively, or other people and what they've been telling you has, because I'm drawn to the fact that in this Four of Swords card, the creature has a sword shoved through its mouth. It's caused a lot of pain for you to not be speaking to somebody, but it's from what the ideas I'm getting that someone else has put in your head has caused you to be like, oh, I can't speak to this person anymore. It's tied you up. So that's very interesting. Let's go into the spreads. That could be just a background message for what has been going on for you. We'll go into the spread, and I'll grab this one. We'll see what other messages we can get. So in the spread itself, I'm going to be asking 6 questions about you and the person you have on your mind whilst watching this video. Oh, that didn't go well. Hold on. I haven't used this deck in a while. There we go. Okay. And I'll be clarifying the spread as well. Okay, let's see. Can I get the top 6 cards for Virgo, please? All right, let's go. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. All right, lovely. So at the bottom of the deck, Two of Swords, the Empress, and the Knight of Wands. So I get the sense here, Virgo, that there, if you're embodying, someone was embodying, let's say, the divine feminine energy here of the Empress. Now that is someone who definitely has grown on a spiritual level and has grown to know their worth, and they may be someone who wants to grow a love connection that is very promising and beautiful and grow it into something long term, but she's not going to do that with just anyone. This is someone who either has set kind of, how can I put this? What's the word? Standards for the kind of people that she wants coming towards her. Or on the flip side, it could be someone who had put their Empress up on a pedestal. Now, because the Empress is above all others, all queens, and she's a divine counterpart of, but she needs an emperor. She's not accepting anything less. Now, with the Knight of Wands and the Two of Swords, I feel like someone could either have been quite inconsistent with her, and that led to a blockage in the connection moving forward because she wasn't going to accept that, and she may have even realized that she was worth more than inconsistency, which is great. But it could also have been that, as from what I was getting at from the beginning, that someone was painted very much as a player or someone that couldn't be trusted, someone who just wanted to sleep with her and then, ghost after, that kind of thing. It could have been that she had the impression that someone was like that, and there could have been a lot of passion, a lot of attraction, and that made her feel like there was potentially no substance to this. So either way, the situation, she may have blocked this person from her energy or just taken a step back and not been prepared to really look at this with any as it quite seriously, because she just thought it wasn't serious for one reason or another. And underneath that, we've got the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups. That both of these people, there's somebody, I want to almost say there's two different people here. One person who is on this Five of Swords card, kind of sitting here going, well, why am I being ignored? Why has she blocked me? Why is she not speaking to me anymore? Why has communication stopped and she's walked away from me? And I get a sense of almost confusion, but of also kind of feeling a little bit defeated. And then I feel like this is more the Empress energy of the Four of Cups, being like, no, what you're offering me, I'm not interested. I've had casual situations in the past and all they've done is left me disappointed. I'm not opening myself up to, I'm not even going to look at this, because I feel like it's just the same as I don't want this. I don't want to be an option as well to you. Maybe if the Empress felt that was the case, possibly. At the bottom of the deck, the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Wow. So it could have also been, as I was saying, with the inconsistency, that someone was potentially taking a long time to make some sort of decision. The Knight of Pentacles, it is a very reliable offer that the Knight of Pentacles brings when he turns up. But this is someone who's not even necessarily moving. They actually have good intentions, as I kind of said. They are someone trustworthy, but it looks like this person was stuck at a crossroads making some sort of decision, weighing up the pros and cons. Certainly could have been going back and forth between two different people, but either way, completely at a standstill about what action to take and maybe who to bring the offer to. Yeah. So, and the thing is that someone maybe who was honest and truly a good character, but their indecision maybe led this Empress to feel like, well, it's not that just that they can't make a decision. It's that they don't value me, that they're just going back and forth between me and somebody else, and it's very disrespectful. So enough, like, you're blocked, kind of thing, or I'm not going to look at this anymore. So let me see. Look at this one. Let me get the next layer for the spread to clarify further. Oh. Okay. The Two of Swords also does talk about indecision. I mean, we saw all of them, the Two of Swords, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. So it could have just been that it was truly down to the fact that this person wasn't making a decision, and that led to, right, well then we're done, kind of thing. So let's see, let me get the next layer. My Virgos, please. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a sense of renewed hope about this connection is what I'm getting. Could be, if it's not here already, it's coming in. There will be a reason to feel optimistic about this connection again. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Strong Leo energy. Doesn't mean you don't have to be dealing with a Leo, but we are just literally, I'm recording this, even though it is timeless, I'm recording it on the first day of Leo season. So it could be something happening during Leo season that is lovely, that's going to change this for the more optimistic. Okay, the bottom of this deck, we've got the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I mean, very clearly, Virgo, this is something where someone walked away from a situation. I feel like this is almost the other person on this Eight of Cups card who felt like they had to walk away because I think you both did, but I feel like you may have said something quite harsh to this person, or I don't mean I'm criticizing you, but harsh as in blunt, straight, talking from the hip kind of thing, shooting from the hip even. This Queen of Swords is, she's not necessarily extremely angry, but she's just taking no BS, and she's not going to accept BS or being disrespected. So, and she's going to tell you if you're making her feel like that. So it could be that you possibly said something to this person and they felt like, well, I have no choice but to leave Virgo alone. But all the time, I still feel like they have still been thinking about you, if that's the case. It's almost like they weren't able to actually let this go, put this down, like thinking about you. It's still weighed heavy on them. I almost get the sense that it's weighed heavy on them because they almost feel like you've got the wrong impression of them. So that's why they've kept thinking about you, because they almost want to set the record straight, but at the same time, maybe they feel like you have told them in no uncertain terms to get lost. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it could be that you found out something about them, or you feel at the time you felt like you found out something which could have been false, but because of that information, you were like, right, done with you. Let's see, at the bottom of this deck, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Star. So, let's see, the Star and the Fool and the Lovers underneath that as well. So, there is a sense here of wanting to heal the situation. I almost get the sense that you might be drafting a message. Obviously, if everything I'm saying is the other way around, just flip it, Virgo, of course. But I'm just going to say for now that it may be you that you have been maybe drafting a message that you want to send to this person. And it's kind of, how can I reapproach them? How can I kind of let them know that I want to heal this connection, that I'm open, and that it's almost like you want to come towards them with a much softer approach that can bring, restore some hope and healing and love to the connection, but you're confused about how to go about that. It could be that you've been maybe working on or thinking about this for some time, but you're not sure about how you can make this this leap to actually bridge the gap between the two of you. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting, but I'm going to use this one to clarify. I'm going to clarify the spread one more time, and then I'll go through it. So I'm going to get the top 6 cards one more time for Virgo, please. Clarify what is already on the spread for my dear Virgos. Oh, this deck is tiny. My hands are too big. By the way, if this is not your reading at all, no worries. You can always check out your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus are often best. And I hope that this is your reading, or you're getting something from it though. And please do let me know if it is your reading. Like, comment and subscribe for me. That would be amazing. It means the world to me. All right. Top sort. Yeah, so the 5 of Cups just fell out, and that is an energy of disappointment, regret. I also feel like someone's regretting. It could have even been friends that got involved in this connection, as I was saying at the beginning, with kind of spreading maybe false information. And yeah, anyway. All right. Wow. Wow, jeez. Okay, lovely cards on the spread here. So at the bottom of this deck, we have the 3 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. I mean, again, the cards are coming through to back up exactly kind of what I was getting here, Virgo. Ace of Swords, I'm going to talk about first. This is a realization. It's a truth, and it's not something necessarily that is a truth spoken, because the sword on this card is pointing down. This is talking about something like a realization, something that knowledge that you've gained, and now it's a new truth that you understand, but it's more within you. And it could be that someone is looking back and reminiscing with that 6 of Cups card, thinking back about good times that you may have had with somebody. It could have even been kind of looking back and on fond memories with this person that has actually even given you a fresh pair of eyes on a situation, or a fresh understanding. And with this 3 of Pentacles card, this is literally the 3 people here are coming towards this person saying, yes, I'm sorry. You know, they is actually depicting people who had walked away from this person. I think it's supposed to be like an army, like a team, let's just say. Army is a bit aggressive, but a team. And these people abandoned this person and were like, no, forget it. We're not building this. We're not doing this project with you. We're not supporting this. And then they've come back they're actually holding one sword altogether. So it's kind of like, now that they've come to some sort of understanding maybe about where this person was coming from in the first place, they are coming back towards them and kind of cap in hand, like, we're sorry, we do want to be part of this team. That being said, some of you could have children with this person, or children could be a factor. Could have been something to do about family, or maybe even wanting to have children, but maybe someone told you that this person would be a terrible mother or father, whichever. I don't know, it's not going to be for everyone, but yeah, definitely wanting to heal this, but knowing that it's going to be a bit of a struggle maybe at first, because the two of you have been, there's going to be maybe a little bit of an awkwardness at first. So let's see, the bottom of the deck, the star again. I mean, I've seen it like 3 times, so it's more Aquarius energy. The magician, the star and the magician again, and the tower. Wow, 3 big major arcana here. I mean, and all of these very dynamic cards. We have this magician, which is actually in this deck particularly talking about making a decision. It's not just manifestation, it is making a decision, again with knowledge that has been gained with that sword that's pointing down on the magician card as well, and now making a reality, like some sort of wish or a visualization, let's just say, making that a reality, deciding, no, this is what I'm doing. Very decisive. And with the star card, this is someone depicted here who's drawn down this road. It could be that you may have been drawn to this person, let's just say Virgo, for some time, but you were fighting it or you were blocking it, whether that was because of other people's deception or that you weren't seeing things completely clearly for whatever reason. But with this tower, I feel like some sort of almost limiting structure in your life. Now, structure it could be a friendship, a group of friends, a friendship circle, something like that, or something that was, when I say a structure in life, it's kind of like something that's very significant, and that the structure influences your life in a way in terms of it guides you maybe about where you go, where you spend your time, what you think about, what you talk about, and that kind of structure. And something has completely come crashing down. But in this tower card, this person, it's not like the person that people are falling from the tower like in other decks. This person is a warrior who is stronger as a result of that structure falling apart. So if there's been some sort of what's the word? Disillusionment or some sort of connections or something. Again, I'm just kind of keep saying structure, sorry, but if something like a foundation in your life has been completely ripped apart, I feel like you're going to be all the stronger for it. And it's almost something that has been making you doubt something you were drawn towards the whole time. Again, Page of Swords keeps coming up, finding out information from a distance, and now feeling optimistic about some sort of new beginning in love. Maybe you got told that this person, this love connection, was also sleeping with other people or something like that, and you were told that they were still, in the company of somebody else, and maybe it wasn't true, because I do see the sense of that you now see them as independent, available. So let's go through the spread. So in this position is how you feel about your person, Virgo. We've got the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So the Knight of Cups is a feeling of wanting to bring somebody a love offer, wanting to express your feelings to them, wanting to open yourself up to giving affection to them and also receiving affection from them. But it is like a very contented, optimistic, romanticized kind of view. You may really feel like you have a lot of admiration for this person. Maybe you're really seeing them as actually very independent, very put together. But I'm also seeing that this could be you, that now you feel like you are actually maybe independent from something. Again, that could be people, like friends, a social circle, whatever. But whatever that was, you now feel like you are your own person, and you feel like you also have the wherewithal to follow your heart is kind of what I'm getting. Listen to your heart and take action as a result. You feel very stable, and you feel like this is someone that you it's all very positive how you feel about them. With this Six of Wands, this is wanting to reach out to the other person and have a victory in doing so, and you feel like going towards this person will it's what you want to do, and you feel like you will get what you want from actually pursuing this person. Like this is going to go very well, basically, is how you feel. And because this is what you've been drawn to do, I want to say, for a long time, but have been blocking it. It's almost like the blocks are removed. You can see clearly the blindfold is removed, and now you're like, great. I'm so glad, because I do actually have feelings for this person, and I don't have to lie about it anymore. Or not lie about it, but, you know, push that down, you know, tie myself up in knots and, you know, tell everyone, oh, no, of course, I wouldn't have feelings for someone like that if they're such a bad person that you're saying they are. So how they feel about you, Virgo, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the Seven of Pentacles. So there is certainly an element about timing here. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles, they may feel like maybe when you come towards them, or it could be even before you do, that they feel like it's just a matter of time. And I'm not saying that in terms of like, oh, I'll wear down Virgo eventually, but they feel like it will happen when it happens, kind of thing. But they feel like when that time comes, then they'll be able to run with it. That there is the potential here with the Magician that is kind of like a I'm getting like water into wine is kind of what I'm hearing in my head, or the phrase that came to mind. It's the ability to, yes, you know, right now, or maybe in the recent past, there's been nothing here other than seeds that were planted in the further past, that there was potential, but, you know, at the moment we've just got to allow things to play out as they have to. It's almost a little bit, this person may feel like it was out of their hands, so all they could do was patiently wait and know that their investment in the connection with you was eventually going to bloom. And it was like, when that time is here, then we'll be able to go from a kind of like a simmering, I don't know, my metaphors are off tonight, but like we'll keep this on the low boil, if you like. That's the best metaphor I can think of right now. Sorry, guys. And when the timing is right, we'll be able to turn up the heat, turn up the volume, and turn this into a masterpiece of, you know, culinary delights, if you like. We'll be able to make something amazing out of this when the time is right. We've kind of set the foundation. That's kind of what I'm getting from this person. They feel it's a good energy of kind of like going with the flow, but confident that when it's go time, everything's going to go very well. And there is the potential here for so much more than the Seven of Pentacles. That's just kind of the foundation that's been built between the two of you. Now, how this person sees you, Virgo, is stunning. We've got the Sun, the Strength card, both could be cards of Leo, and the Two of Cups. I mean, they see you as someone who brings happiness into their life, who is someone who makes them very happy, but also they see you as someone who inspires them to do better, to be stronger, to be more resilient, to stand up for what they believe in. In both these cases, I mean, the lion in this Strength card is standing at the side, like a loyal steed, if you like, to the woman on the Strength card. And in the Sun, the woman is gently kind of holding the sun and kind of directing it so that its light hits these flowers and makes them bloom. It's kind of like they see you as someone who guides them to actually surpass their own idea of what they can do. It's like you are someone who helps them to flourish with your strength, with your love, with your kindness. It's like they know that they're pretty cool. I don't get the sense this person, you know, has a terrible insecurity in terms of they feel like they can't do anything. No, it's like they feel like they know, yeah, I'm all right. But with you in as their partner, they see you as someone who could obviously not just have a beautiful relationship between the two of you, but that they would be a better version of themselves by being with you. They see you as someone on the same page as them, that the two of you are very aligned, maybe in your beliefs, in your goals, and they see you as someone who they can give love to, but also receive a lot of love. It's a very even I want to say healthy relationship is how they see you. It's a beautiful way of seeing someone. Now, what their current situation is, Virgo, this person, we've got the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So it's interesting because the King of Pentacles is more earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But I mean, I saw at the beginning that you may be embodying the Queen of Pentacles energy. If that's the case, then this person is embodying your perfect counterpart, basically. So they don't have to be an earth sign. My point is more that their energy is very, as I said, very aligned to yours. And their current situation is one of stability, reliability, as I said with that Knight of Pentacles that we saw earlier. They are someone who they're very loyal. Once they commit to something, they see it through. I almost get the sense that their situation is that they could be quite traditional, or even they feel like they want to maintain some sort of older world values, is kind of what I'm getting. Kind of like someone very down to earth, very straightforward, and really values kind of honesty, goodness, kindness, integrity. Someone very and that is kind of old-fashioned these days, and it's someone who still feels it's important to have that kind of code. So that's just a side note for some of you. But with the Ace of Swords here, I mean, this is funny. This is also about honesty and truthfulness. But it's interesting because normally with the Ace of Swords, when it comes out with the Seven of Cups, I would say that it's a kind of a clarity through the confusion of not knowing what to do. This person has clarity. And it could be that they have got some advice from other people about a confusing situation, or a situation where they didn't know what action to take or what move to make. And they have got some sort of clarity about it. And they know what they need to do now. What they need to say is also what I'm getting. Let me just grab this one. Let me just clarify this Ace of Swords. What is this Ace of Swords? For my Virgos, please. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, what they need to say. And the Knight of Swords carries that Ace of Swords. The Two of Pentacles came out sideways. So this person has maybe been going back and forth. Maybe they have been indecisive about saying something or making a decision, but that is no longer the case. That's why this has come out sideways. Three of Swords. Oh, Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So for some of you, if this person, let's just say, was confused about you and somebody, maybe about you and somebody else, they're no longer confused. They're very clear on who it is that they want, and who it is that if there was a lingering situation that they need to put an end to that. They are very clear. Oh my god, I just split the deck to put these cards away. I don't know if you can see this, and I split the deck like that, and the Lovers is there, which is also a choice. So they are crystal clear about who it is that they want. If that was, as I said, I felt that there was someone who was stood still hesitating because in terms of coming forward with a solid offer, because they didn't know which was the best what was the best choice for them. And indecision is frustrating when you're waiting on someone to maybe choose you, for example, but at the same time, sometimes it's better than they rushed, made the wrong decision, and then, you know, the two of you go down very different paths. So indecision is frustrating, I know, but sometimes maybe it's necessary. There is also the sense here of divine timing, as I was talking about how they feel about you. So maybe they also feel like a lot of time has gone past, but everything is playing out at the right time. But they feel very clear now about if that is for you, that message, they feel very clear about the fact that who they want and who they need to put a stop to any kind of situation that was going on. So the action that they're most likely going to take towards you next, Virgo, we've got the Hanged Man, the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Hanged Man, I do almost see this person when I look at this, I'm actually really drawn to his hand with the rope in his hand, and I'm almost seeing him untying himself from the hanged position. It's almost like this person I'm watching the Hanged Man release himself from being in that hanged position, because during this time of the pause of nothing happening, I mean, the universe puts us into the Hanged Man position sometimes because maybe there's a sense of, oh, like the universe is like, oh crap, they're going to make the wrong decision. Hold up, I need to like work just a minute. I'm stringing you up in this tree until you have a good long think about it and you work it out for yourself, but you're stuck in this position until you do. It's kind of what I'm getting. So I feel like this person has now figured it out, as we were just seeing in their current situation with that clarity, and as a result they are untying themselves, and the universe is like, yeah, fine, go ahead, you got it now, so you go ahead. They're untying themselves from that stuck position, and they are communicating with the Page of Wands. There is it may be quite a passionate message, it could be not like passionate as in sexual, but I mean passionate as like impassioned. You know, when people say, oh, it was a crime of passion, but a good way, not a crime, not a bad thing. It's a positive action, but it's because they are now invigorated. And we saw the Page of Wands right at the beginning, and I got a sense that was someone who had got their confidence back. I mean, it could even be that this person, it could be the other way around. It could be that this person actually got the wrong information about you, and as a result they were stuck, that they had pushed away their feelings. So it could certainly be that way around. But if that's the case, because we saw that Page of Wands and I was like, oh wow, someone is now super confident. We did see two queens, and I said, you know, it could be a choice between two people, but either way, someone is now like, I am released from the fear, from the confusion, and I'm ready to go and go after who I really want and really happy about it. And now we have the Page of Wands again in the action that they're going to take towards you next, Virgo. And it's an impassioned message, and they could even be telling you that they want long term with you, that actually when they think about the future, they see you in it, and they couldn't imagine a future without it being with you. Is kind of what I'm getting here, because this Ten of Pentacles is obviously, it's the long term, but it's actually depicting a marriage in this deck. It's a beautiful card, surrounded by happy friends and family. It could be even a message to go to some sort of celebration with them, you know, attend like a family gathering with them. But I see it's more like, because the Page of Wands can generally be like a light-hearted, flirtatious energy in some decks, but for me this person is almost like they've really got their sights set on it. But they, like, look, they are coming in as a page, talking about big adult family long-term things. And the reason I say that is that sometimes a page can come across as a little bit of immature energy, but it's kind of so. But I don't think that's I don't think it's really going to throw that off between throw things off between the two of you, from what I can see, because you feel actually like finally I can be with this person. Finally, I can express my emotion towards this person. Maybe finally that, you know, we're both single independent people, and this is what I wanted, to be with this person. So I don't really get the sense of immaturity. I get more of the sense of just someone who's very focused, and is the thing I think I'm getting about this, like the youthful energy, is that, you know, when you're younger and you just say, you go for things because there's not the kind of like, oh, but if I do that, you know how this ended before, and you know, there's, you know, now we're older and so many more responsibilities and things to consider and think about. When you're younger, you just go up to the boy or the girl that you want to be with, and you're like, I want to like date you, I fancy you. What, you know, it can come across a bit childish, but you just go for it. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's kind of someone maybe just going for it, also because they have been in this held position for quite a while, and they're finally happily released because they've got it. They've got the answer, they've got the clarity, and they might be coming to tell you that, not necessarily will you marry me, because I don't see like an offer of stability here, but they're talking about, they're telling you that they see long term with you. So what is going to be happening between the two of you moving forward, Virgo? I usually say the next 30 days, next month, from when you come across this video and you watch it. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the World. So the Six of Cups is someone returning with an offer, and in this deck, they're not bringing a bunch of flowers. This little boy on this card is carrying a cup of water. It could be a Ace of Cups, if you like, and the little girl has a cup with flowers in it, which the flowers will bloom, will stay alive, will blossom even further by adding them to the water. He's bringing the love, the expressing the emotion that enables the whole situation to grow. And it's almost like what I was saying with that Sun card earlier, that they feel like with you in their life, they will just, everything they do will mean more, that they'll do better, they'll do more good in this world with you by their side. And it's almost like they are bringing their part in this partnership, and it is a partnership. That's what I mean. It's not like a one-sided thing of like, well, you give so much to them and they don't give, you don't get anything back from being with them. Not at all. They're also bringing love and emotion to the situation that allows you to, the two of you turn water to wine together with that Magician card. The two of you make magic happen, basically. And with this Page of Pentacles, it's a message that I'm kind of going back to what I was saying. It was someone, maybe it was the other person, Virgo, has been drafting this message, has been thinking about what to say and how to say it to broach the gap between the two of you. So it could be that there's a little bit of hesitancy, a little bit of nervousness. It's almost like I see someone who's been thinking, very, very carefully about every single word and whether that sounds right, or how are they going to take that. And then they almost like throw that all out the window and just come forward with bare, almost naive emotion, naive in terms of like youthful and innocent, and just express emotion rather than trying to say it in a very clever way, that makes them look good and covers all bases. It's stuff, what, throw the drafts out the window, just come forward and go, I love you, potentially, is kind of what I'm getting here. But it's a very sweet coming back together for the two of you. It's very romantic, it's very innocent, and it is with the World card I'm not forgetting here, which is a beautiful way to end the entire spread right at the bottom right here, because the World card is a completion of one cycle and it is the beginning of a new one. And in this World card, these are two people together, and she's actually pregnant in this deck. Not saying that that's the case for you watching, but it's talking about that the two people come together and they birth a new beginning together. So I really see the two of you almost like meeting somewhere, almost like I'm getting the imagery of like a bridge, and the two of you, you know, meet in the middle of the bridge, from your two different sides. But there's, I think the point of that image is that there is equal, um, each of you are offering. You want to offer them the night, you know, your love with the Knight of Cups. They want to offer their cup of love to you as well, and as a result, it's a reciprocal coming back together, very joyful. Whatever confusion, whoever that it was caused by, that's all been blown out the water, and someone is free of that, of being trapped in that nonsense, if you like. And now two people come back together that have always been thinking about each other that whole time, even if they haven't been admitting to other people or saying it out loud that they have. So that's what I've got for you, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and for all your support to the channel. It means the world. Please do hit the like button for me and subscribe, share, comment, all that wonderful stuff. It means so much to me. So thank you. I'll speak to you soon. Bye, Virgo.